Welcome back. It's good to see you again. Our artistic abilities today are going to be tested by using our hands as our tools. Sounds interesting. We're going to do an art form called collage. It's actually a French word called coller, which means to glue or paste. Sounds interesting so far. It's actually, according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, an artistic composition made of various materials glued to a surface. I would take that one step farther and say it's made of various, like any type of objects. You can use paper cups, you can use rocks, you can use feathers, you can use anything you like, cut out magazine pieces. And then it's not just glued, sometimes they're adhered with nails or taped. Sometimes they're bound with string or rope. The collage is such a huge venue of what you can do. Today, we're going to do this kind of modern take on it because it became popular in the 1920s. They started using it, like Picasso and them would make collages. There are many artists that are famous for their collages. So we're going to do our collage with paper, our hands, and some crayons and some glue. Are you ready to get set? Let's go. Time for collage. This is also a very calming type of artwork. When you're working just with paper, like I mentioned, you can use almost anything to create a collage. But the way that we're going to do it today is with simple crayons and a piece of blank paper. I've tested all my colors out already, and I found the ones I liked, put them in my little, what would you call this, my tray, my natural biodegradable tray. I'm going to show you two completely different examples of collage with paper and crayon. This one is very vibrant. It's smaller pieces, and it was cut with a scissors. You can see the direct edges of it. To me, if I would call it something, it would probably be more of a geometric. You have the black crayon that actually gives that direction of where to put the next piece down. I thought we'd go a little more loose, use those organic shapes, throw those scissors away, even though I just taught you how to use them, and do a beautiful organic, round, beautiful shaped. This one is so calming and easy to look at. But again, I'll be talking about this constantly. You can see the movement of some of these lines. All of these are ripped. And I'm going to show you the proper way to actually glue these down. That's actually a trick in itself. Something I learned the hard way. Well, not the hard way, but I learned by doing it one way and finding a better way to do it. The first thing you're going to do is get your paper, and you're going to take your crayons, and now I know this is super light yellow. Let's get rid of that one. That one just doesn't do it for me. And I'm going to go in different directions. You might get, oh, I forgot to tell you, make sure you have something underneath you. We are going to go to the very edges of these, and that crayon comes off. Let me show you with a darker color. See that? Rounded. You're really not planning it out. What happens when you're doing this is you'll see these negative spaces, and you'll see, need a little green over here. You want it balanced. The brown is going to be dark. Now you can use this side of the crayon as well if you want a thicker line. These are all really long lines. All right, everyone knows how to color, right? With your crayons. Oh, I love when I say things like that. It makes me smile. You can't see me, but I'm smiling. These are the colors that I used on this. I did some scrumbling. That's what I want to show you. When you go in a circle, and this is something you might want to do over the top of it when you're done. Let's find that pink. Scrumbling we learned about on my lessons on my website, and you use them with both crayon, colored pencils, and pastels. Scrumbling means just going in a circle. So I'm filling in these spaces that way. This took me a little time, maybe I'd say probably a good 15 minutes to get everything completely covered. Fill this page. Turn your paper while you're coloring to create different movements. And then when you start ripping, I started ripping already too, you're going to rip in these more geometric shapes when you're going for the points and things like that, but you don't want this point. These are the geometric shapes that you want to tear off. Very slowly, make a pile, or you can be like Miss Linda. I always have my little bucket that I can just toss these in. There you go. And round them out. Do it slowly. Ripping quickly will, it's more of tearing it instead of ripping. I'm going to have all these beautiful shapes, and then I'm going to show you, oh, that one's big. Now here I have more of a geometric point there, like a triangle. I need to round this out. We do not, if we're creating something gentle like that, we don't want to have points and flat lines. Look more like a puzzle then instead of a beautiful collage. Oh, that one looks like Africa. See, Miss Linda sees something and everything. All right, around and around and around. I'm almost done. See, this one looks like a ship to me. I always see boats and stuff. Boats and fish. All right. Oh, yeah. I've got another one for you. This looks like a half moon. Anyway, I'm also going to save some of these little tiny pieces here that are attached just in case I need to fill in a very small space. So we have our glue, our white glue. We have our ripped paper. Now we have the paper that we're going to actually do the collage on. And I'm thinking, maybe I want a colored paper under there. Let me look and see what I have. Oh, I found one. I have a beautiful dark brown. Ooh, that'll look so good with this because it is sort of natural colors. My tip, the most important tip today, is glue in the center. And this was what I was talking about that I learned on my own. If you glue all the edges down, you're not going to be able to lift them up and tuck another piece underneath. So when we're done doing this dot gluing, I'm going to show you how to finish it. These lines are coming at me. I want to find lines that will coordinate, almost match up. A little glue on the back. There we go. Touch. You'll see how it just all of a sudden starts falling into place. That's too much of an angle. I want to find a piece with some of this yellow in it. All right, let's do it like when you do a puzzle. Put the pieces out so you can see what you're working with. Oh, I see it already. Here it is. Check that out. Plus, it's got these beautiful lines in it. A little bit of glue. Keeping my glue on the side. Now I'm going to tuck this under and twist it until I see that those are lining up. Hopefully it's not too hard for you to see. They're all popped up. They will all get put down eventually. This one's very green. And you may not be using all of your pieces. No. You're going to go around, find your pieces. Let's take this giant one. I guess I'm going to go big today. Slide it under, move it around. Oh, there's orange to orange. That looks good to me. Now, instead of picking this piece of paper back up, I'm going to literally just lift it. Put a little glue down. I'm going to give these a little push. It's always good to give them a little push. And see how I could move that? When you don't glue it down entirely, completely, you have the ability to move things around. Now, oh, I think this is where I ripped it off. No wonder it looks so good. All right, pink on pink. So I'm going to have a little bit extra in there, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is put this one under and this one over. Ooh. Getting very creative here. This right here kind of bothers me though. It's too flat, so I'm going to tuck it again. You're moving these puzzle pieces that move however you want them to. Now I put the glue on this one so there's no turning back. I do like the way this looks just from eyeballing it. So there you go. Almost done. Browns, 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 browns. Browns are over here. It's got a lot of white ripped on it. I always want to tuck the, oh, I like that. It's kind of like a little burst of color there. This is fun. This is something any age can do. Your parents, your little brothers or sisters, your grandparents, your neighbors, your aunts and uncles, your best friend. All right, I see where I want to put this one. All right, I'm almost done. I'm going to get quick here because I don't want to stop. I just want to keep doing this, but hey, I have to give you some time to go get your stuff out and start your own. So once you get it to this point, oh, I saw another piece I want to put in. Oh well, let's just, come on, Miss Linda, show them how to tuck it in. You can use a toothbrush or a toothpick or a popsicle stick or even just your glue. You're going to be lifting up the edges now and securing them. You're going to be actually putting them down. In the center, I prefer a paintbrush. Alma said it. Miss Linda will always try to call these toothbrushes. It's in my brain. I don't think it's ever going to come out, but it's me, and I love it. All right. See how they're starting to connect with each other permanently? Come up, come up. This is when I need my toothpick. I need my tools. Should have brought one out, and that's what I say. You're always going to learn something when you're doing these things. When you start to put all of these down, it's going to start joining together, and then you're going to have this beautiful creation. Oh, I don't want to stop. I want to keep doing this. I'm going to put a dab of glue here and put one more, just because it's so much fun. There's another one. Once you get them all down and flat, you're going to get this look, this smooth, one solid piece of artwork. It almost looks like it could be a piece of sculpture. I want you to color. Use the colors you love. Test them out first. Fill that paper out. Find that rhythm and movement and the color and the patterns when you're gluing them down. Glue in the center first. Leave those little sides up. Otherwise, you'll be trying to get them up. I've done it before. It doesn't work. Had a blast. Again, these are what you want. If you want to go bold, excuse me. If you want to go bold, go for bold. Do whatever you want. If you don't want to rip, you want to get scissors, do it. Just collage yourself. Thank you so much. So that art lesson was fun. Anyone in your family can do it together, separately. Get the whole family together at once and start ripping paper up and making something beautiful. So do your collage and come back and see me next week because we have some new stuff coming.